I married Joan. What a girl, what a world, what a life. Oh, I married Joan. What a mind, love is blind, what a wife.
Joan Davis with Jim Backus in
I married Joan.
Yes, dear?
The judge is talking.
Yes, dear.
Now, Mrs. Fisher, as I understand it, you really don't want to split with your husband, but you feel that your problem has reached a point where you cannot solve it yourself.
Yes, that's right, Your Honor. You see, my husband and I... Milton!
Yes, dear?
My husband and I have one problem. Him. He has absolutely no energy. He comes home from work every night. He sits in the chair. Right away, he's asleep. I wake him up for dinner. He falls asleep in the soup. After dinner, he takes his paper into the living room. I have to wake him up to read the paper. Then comes 11 o'clock. I have to wake him up again.
What for?
Well, he has to get to sleep. Now, honestly, Judge, I work very hard all day long. I cook and I clean. I take care of the house. And when my husband comes home, I expect a little company, a little fun, maybe even a movie. Oh, it's no use, Judge. I've tried everything. I've tried shots and vitamins.
Well, wait a minute. Have you tried exercise?
Exercise? My goodness, he's tired enough as it is.
Well, no, that's just the point. Sometimes some form of exercise or kind of sport actually gives you energy.
Judge, that don't make sense.
Well, in practice, it does. You see, I had the same problem in my own family. My wife went through a period in which she had absolutely no energy to clean the house or cook. I would come home at night and find her lying around the house completely exhausted. Well, matters came to a head when I finally decided I had to do something about it. Yes, I remember it very well. Doesn't look like you did much today. Did you make dinner?
No, dear, I'm afraid we'll have to eat out.
Did you make the beds?
We'll have to sleep out, too. Now, look, I would... Fred, don't scold me. I can't move.
Oh, there, Mrs. Harper. Did you say Mr. Harper's out of town?
Yeah, he's away on a business trip.
Very interesting, very interesting. I wonder what this neighborhood is coming to.
What's the matter?
Mrs. Harper is out on the front porch kissing a young man.
She is? A young man. That's her little boy.
I just wanted to see you really move.
There goes my energy. I was saving for tomorrow.
Oh, now, look, Joni, what you need is some exercise.
Exercise?
Sure, it gives you pep, it gives you energy. Why do you think I play golf?
Yeah, well, I don't like golf.
It doesn't have to be golf. Some other kind of sport, like tennis.
No, I don't like tennis either. Say, I know, I'll take up bridge.
That's no exercise.
I'll use heavy cards.
Joan, I'm serious.
It's no use, Brad. I'm not any good at any sports. I'm too awkward.
You are not.
I am so. Even when I was a kid, I was awkward. All the other little girls took ballet lessons. It made them so graceful, I wanted to take them, too.
Well, why didn't you?
Oh, my father put his foot down. Said I was too clumsy. Absolutely refused to waste the money.
You should take ballet lessons.
My father'd never change his mind.
I'll pay for them.
What are you doing?
I'm dialing Mrs. Turner's School of the Ballet.
Oh, no, Brad, now, don't be ridiculous.
Hello?
I'm too old for that.
Nonsense. No, here she is. She's on the phone. Go ahead. Go on, mister.
Hello. This is Joan Stevens. I'd like to inquire about some ballet lessons. No, I haven't. Beginner's class?
That's fine.
That's fine. Well, I ought to be able to start.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Oh, Mrs. Stevens. I hope I haven't kept you waiting, Mrs. Turner.
Not at all. I presume you'd like to meet the other members of your class?
Oh, yes?
Miss Hunter, Miss Bancroft, Miss Schultz, this is Mrs. Stevens. And over here we have Miss Tomanolova.
I the only married woman in the class?
Well, this is the only beginner's class that we have. Very well, ladies, for the benefit of Miss Stevens, would you mind stretching again? Very well, position, children. Stretch back. Stretch back. You see, Mrs. Stevens, you take your place over there, please. Thank you. Attention. Mrs. Stevens, customary for the taller girls to use the upper bar. Mrs. Stevens, the left foot on the upper bar, the right foot on the ground, please. Thank you. Now, ladies, will you get in line, please? Mrs. Stevens, please. Over here in line, please. Feet to the best position. Now we'll do our pas de bourrée.
Our party to what?
Pas de bourrée. I presume you know what that means.
Oh, yes, naturally. Schultz, what's a party beret?
Watch me.
Very well. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Just a moment, relax, ladies. Mr. Manilova, would you mind showing Mrs. Stevens the correct way to do a pas de bourrée? And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Thank you. Now, Mrs. Stevens, would you try it, please? And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Thank you. And now, ladies, we will do our relevé. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Mrs. Stevens, would you mind telling me just what it is that you're doing?
You mean you don't know either?
The rest of the ladies were doing a relevé. Mr. Manilova, would you mind coming over here and showing Mrs. Stevens how to do correctly the relevé? No, please, together. And 1 and 2 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 and...
Thanks, Shorty.
Mrs. Stevens, now we will do our échappée. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1.
Hey, Schultz, when do we take a break?
And now, ladies, you've been so dedicated today, I'm going to give you an extra treat and let you do your grand jeté in a circle.
Gee whiz, our grand jetés.
Gee whiz, our grand jetés in a circle yet.
Oh,
Grand jeté.
now we can form a circle. Thank you. Ready? 1, 2, leap. 1, 2, leap. 1, 2, leap. Mrs. Stevens, you're fudging.
Yeah, I'm beat.
Oh, well, you'd be better off to exercise for a few weeks.
A few weeks.
Yes. And by the way, Mrs. Stevens, I think we'd better go over the grand jeté. You know, it's one of the basic steps of ballet. Do you mind? Shall we begin? And 1, 2, leap. 1, 2, leap. 1, 2, leap. 1, 2, leap. 1, 2, out. 1, 2, leap. 1, 2,
This flying is for the birds.
Hi, honey. How did things go today?
Oh, I'm so tired I can't move.
Oh, no, not that again. Say, the place looks great. Dinner ready? You make the bed? Then you got a right to be tired. You keep up those ballet lessons in no time at all.
Yeah, I'll admit, if I hadn't taken ballet, I never would have had my housework finished today.
You just take your old man's advice.
Mrs. Stevens!
All finished, ladies?
Yes, Mrs. Stevens.
Thank you, Miss Schultz. And thank you, Miss Hunter. And thank you, Miss Bancroft. And thank you, Mr. Manilova. Wait a minute here. Don't want to spoil you.
Goodbye, Mr. Stevens.
Goodbye. Yep. Nothing like going to ballet class to get your housework done. Oh, boy.
Hello? Oh, yes, Mr. Fletcher. Haven't seen you since the meeting of the Bar Association in San Francisco. What are you doing in town? Oh, you're visiting. Who, me? Yes, that's right. I did say that you should come see us when you get to town. Well, how about tonight? All right, that'll be fine. Goodbye, Mr. Fletcher. Hello? Oh, hello, Joni. Yeah. I'm fine. Say, we're having a guest tonight. Yes, Mr. Fletcher, president of the Bar Association. He's a very important man. I know, honey. I'm sorry to have to spring it on you like this. He'll be fine. Okay. Goodbye, Joni.
Oh, Joan, where are you?
In the kitchen, Brad.
Gee, what a nice place you have here, Judge.
Well, we think so. I'd like to introduce you to my wife.
Hello? Yes, this is Joan. Who? Francis Riley. Francis Riley, I haven't seen you since we were in high school together. Say, how's your twin sister Rose? Did she ever get married? She did? To the dentist? Francis's sister went to the dentist. She had all her teeth pulled out and they fell in love. Isn't that romantic? Oh, well, you've simply got to come over and see me. Where are you stopping? Really? Well, that's right. Nearby. Oh, yes. Come over just as soon as you can. Anytime at all. Sure, anytime you're free, dear. Oh, yes, I do. Well, goodbye, Francis.
Who was that?
That was Francis, an old school chum of mine. We were practically inseparable.
Always glad to meet an old friend of yours.
This is Mr. Fletcher?
No. This is Dolores, Miss Standish. This is my wife, Mrs. Stevens.
How do you do?
Pleased to meet you, Mrs. Stevens.
Brad, you didn't say we were having another guest for dinner.
Now, look, Joan, you always said that you prided yourself on the fact that you were an understanding wife.
Oh, I am. What am I going to have to understand? Is it her?
Now, look, let me tell you what happened and stop jumping at conclusions. You see, I was driving along down Hill Street, and I decided to turn left on Fifth. Well, there was Dolores standing there. There was a great big mud puddle, and as the car turned, it splashed mud all over Dolores, and it just ruined her dress.
Looks all right to me.
But that's just it. Her dress was a mess, so the least I could do was take her into a department store and buy her a new one.
Well, that's all right, after all.
But that's not all. You see, while she was trying on the dress, who do you think I bumped into?
Dolores?
No, Mr. Fletcher. You see, he was there buying you a gift, and you know how he feels about marriage, so how could I explain the fact that I was buying a pretty young girl who isn't my wife?
Oh, that's right. What did you do?
So I introduced Dolores as my wife.
Well, that was fast thinking.
Now, look, Tony, don't get excited. Be calm. Now, be calm.
I am calm.
But, honey, what else could I do?
Well, I just won't stand for it. I just won't. I'm your wife, and I won't stand for it. I'm going on record. I won't stand for it.
Now, Field, I'm getting on. I ain't gonna have no trouble with no jealous wife.
Dolores, you come back here. Now, you wait. Now, look, Joni. Dolores is doing us a favor by being my wife.
Well, I'm doing you a favor by being your wife, too. I cook for you. I sew for you. Have you ever mended one of his dirty socks?
Look, kid, stop blowing your top. I only tried to oblige your gent for buying me a new dress.
Well, I just won't stand for it, Brad. I won't let you have her for a wife all evening.
Well, honey, it's an emergency.
Yes? Well, I'm your wife, you bigamist. I won't stand for it. No circumstances would I ever allow. That's Mr. Fletcher. Fred, you wait now. Don't you do anything like that. Fred, you wait. Wait now.
Well, Mr. Fletcher.
Good evening, Brad.
Good evening.
Well, Mrs. Stevens, it's nice to see you again.
How'd you do?
By the way, I have a little present for you.
Thanks a whole lot. Gee, gold earring. Look, Fred, dear. Ain't they beautiful?
Yeah, ain't they?
And who is this?
Yes, tell him who I am, Brad. Who am I?
Oh, this is my sister, Joan.
Oh, really? You're Brad's sister.
Yes, and Brad's my brother. Funny how things work out sometimes.
Well, what do you say we all sit down, shall we? Mr. Fletcher, here's the chair of honor.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's very nice that we get...
Yes, Brad, it gives me a great deal of pleasure to be around a loving young couple.
Oh, yes, we are that. It's
A mighty nice little house you've got here. It certainly is.
Thank you.
There's a real homey feeling about it. Anyone can see that you're the lady of the house, Mrs. Stevens.
You're real nice.
Hey, Brad, where in the world did you find such a pretty young wife?
He picked her up on a street corner.
Yes, you see, I was helping this old lady across the street, and...
It turned out to be Dolores.
No, you see, my sister has such a sense of humor. The old lady was waiting for her daughter, and it turned out to be Dolores.
That's quite a story.
Yes, it is. I didn't think he'd make it.
Yes, marriage is certainly wonderful. It was the happiest time in my life. Are you married, Joan?
I don't think so.
What?
Well, I was married, but I lost my husband.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. When did you lose him?
About 30 minutes ago.
No, you see, she can't get poor Frank off her mind even for a minute. And to her, it probably seems like 30 minutes ago, but it's been 6 years. Hasn't it, sis?
Yeah.
It must give you a great deal of pleasure to know that your brother's so happily married.
You have no idea.
Oh, I'm so glad I still have you, Fred Duck. He's made some wonderful hubby.
Cigarette? What?
May I have an ashtray, Mrs. Stevens?
Oh, of course. Mrs. Stevens, Mr. Fletcher would like an ashtray.
Oh, it's all right, Joan. I'll take it from you. I certainly envy you, Brad. You have a charming wife in that Dolores.
Thank you.
With such a charming young wife, you must be a very jealous man.
No, it's very stupid to be jealous. Intelligent people are never jealous.
Is that so? Well, I know some intelligent people. Don't go away.
Johnny!
This is Francis?
My high school sweetheart. You remember I spoke to him on the phone?
Honey, you haven't changed a bit, and you're as pretty as ever.
Oh, go on. Say, I want you to meet some friends of mine. Mr. Fletcher, this is Francis Riley.
How do you do, sir? How are you, sir?
And this is Mrs. Stevens. How do you do?
How do you do?
And this is my brother Brad.
Your brother Brad. Well, the only brother I remember you having was the skinny one, Charlie.
Yeah, well, this is my older brother. You never met him. Old fat Brad. Gee, you, Francis, believe me, you haven't changed a bit.
Well, I always keep myself in shape, Joni. I believe a fella owes that to himself. How about you, Brad? Oh, you're getting soft, boy. You better keep yourself in shape.
Yeah, Francis was the star of our high school football team.
Hey, Joni, you remember the old high school yell?
Do I? I was the cheerleader. You remember it went... Rooty-toot,
Rooty-toot, Polytech Institute. This boom-ba, this boom-ba, rickety-rackety, rickety-rah. Polytech! Polytech! Yay!
Say, were you the Francis
Riley that used to be fullback for Wisconsin some years ago?
Why, he was the best football player they ever had.
I saw you play against Minnesota. Oh, I'll never forget that game. You made 12 touchdowns.
13.
Well, I'll never forget that one you made in the third quarter. You outran your interference, and you burst through the secondary defense for a touchdown, and landed...
No, that wasn't the way it happened.
What?
No, you see, I was waiting for a signal to make an end run, and they came smashing right through our... Well, let me show you. Have you got a football, Joni?
Oh, yeah, wait a minute. You said...
Hey, you be Minnesota. No, right here, right now. That's wonderful. Joni, will you be center?
Oh, sure.
Now, Mr. Fletcher, here's the way this play went. All right, here's the signal, Joni. 72, 36, 48, hike. Oh, hey, Joni, tell me, where's your husband?
Husband?
Well, yeah, when I saw your mother to get your address, well, she said you were married.
Oh, I was married. Poor George.
George. I thought his name was Frank.
Well, Frank was real George.
Well, then, honey, you mean you're single just like me? Oh, boy, this is gonna be like the good old days.
Oh, put me down.
How about the play against Michigan where you made that 92-yard run?
93 yards. Oh, that was a wonderful play. But I couldn't have made it if it hadn't been for my little halfback, Kozowalski. Joni, you want to be Kozowalski?
Yeah.
Right, well, you see, the ball was finally snapped to me. And I fake a lateral right over to Monkowitz. Now, this gives the line a chance to open up a hole. So in I plunge, and then I run. 20 yards, 30 yards, 40 yards. But right in front of me stands their safety man. There, you're the safety man right here. Come on, right here, that's right. Right down. Now, you see, this play goes something like this. Come on, Johnny. All right. Take him out, Kozowalski. Oh, great blocking, honey. Great blocking.
Oh, boy, I'll bet you never kissed a halfback before.
I'll never forget the time you were running interference for that little halfback. What was his name?
Kozowalski.
Yeah, that was it. Well, anyway, it was against Indiana. And you hit that opposing fullback so hard he had to be carried off the field. Yeah. I've never seen a man get hit so hard.
Hey, Brad, you be...
I know. I'm the opposing fullback.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, you see, in this play, Kaz and I are in the backfield. Oh, would you like to play center, Mr. Fletcher?
No, not Mr. Fletcher. Take me out now.
Let him play.
All right, here we go now. Here's the signals. 73, 46, 82, shift. Oh, watch it, Kozowalski, watch it. All right, 72, 38, 4, hike. Ah! Now, Fletch, at this point, I hand the ball to Kozowalski. And we go!
Touchdown! Oh, great. Get up, Brad. Play ball.
No, Coach. Don't let me stay and take me out. Please, Coach.
Honey, what's the matter? Are you all right? Are you really hurt, dear? What's the matter, darling?
Hey, Joni.
Really?
Joni, look, you want to go to Ciro's and do a little dancing?
Go away, Francis. Are you all right, baby?
I'd like to go to Cyril's dancing with you.
Oh, well, yeah, but aren't you married?
Oh, no. I was just obliging a friend.
Well, all right. Come on, let's go.
Oh, the bad old man's hurt you.
Yes, that's all right.
Mr. Fletcher, I think there's something that you ought to know.
Well, I'd be glad to hear anything that you have to say, Mrs. Stevens.
Yes. Well, you see, Brad met this girl. Mrs. Stevens?
Why, of course. At the last big get-together of the Bar Association, Brad was telling us all about you and showing us your picture.
Oh, did you, Brad?
Well, I forgot. Mr. Fletcher, then how come you did...
I'm a lawyer, too. I make no judgment without knowing the facts. Now, what are they?
Say, what do you say we have some dinner first? I got a turkey in the oven, and boy, after all that exercise, I'm as hungry as Kozowalski.
Good idea.
You know, Mr. Fletcher, I feel like such a fool.
Oh, forget it, Brad. I'm sure that when you explain it all to me, it'll be nothing.
How right you are.
I hope it's done. Well, what do you know? I took it off too early.
I married Joan. What a girl, what a world, what a life. Oh, I married Joan. What a mind, love is blind, what a wife. Giddy and gay, all day she keeps my heart laughing. Never know where her brain has gone.